He was chosen to become the spiritual savior of the world, prepared, trained, watched. Men of influence believed he would guide humanity into a new age. And then he walked away from everything. Not quietly, not gradually. He ended it in a single moment. And what he said that day still unsettles people to this day. Jiddu Krishnamurti was not born into power. He was a quiet, almost fragile boy in India. By most accounts, he was ordinary, distant, dreamlike, but one day, something happened. A man named Charles Leadbeater, a prominent member of the Theosophical movement, claimed to see something extraordinary in him. Not intelligence, not charisma, but an aura. He believed the boy had no ego, no sense of self. And to them, that meant something very specific. It meant he could become the perfect vessel. At the time, the Theosophical Society was searching for someone, not just a teacher, not just a leader. They were searching for what they called the world teacher, a messianic figure, someone who would guide humanity into spiritual awakening, and they believed they had found him. Krishnamurti was taken in, educated, refined, prepared for a destiny he did not choose. They built an entire global movement around him. People gathered from all over the world, waiting, watching, believing they were witnessing the rise of a new spiritual authority. An order was formed in his name, the Order of the Star. Its purpose was simple: to prepare the world for him. Imagine that. Before you even understand yourself, the world has already decided who you are. Before you even speak, people are already listening. Before you even choose, your path has been chosen. Years passed, Krishnamurti grew, and something changed. In 1929, he stood before a large gathering. Thousands had come, followers, devotees, believers. They expected confirmation. They expected him to step into his role, to accept what had been built for him. Instead, he destroyed it. He dissolved the entire organization, ended it completely, and then he said something that cut through everything they believed. Something simple, but devastating. Truth is a pathless land. In that moment, everything collapsed, not physically, but psychologically. What he was saying was this: no organization can lead you to truth, no system can take you there, no teacher can show it to you, not even him. Imagine the shock. A man prepared his entire life to become a spiritual authority, standing in front of thousands, telling them, "Do not follow me." He went further. He said that the moment you follow someone, you stop seeing for yourself. The moment you accept a system, you stop questioning. The moment you depend on a teacher, you surrender your own intelligence. And this is where it becomes uncomfortable, because he was not just talking to them, he was talking to anyone who is searching. According to him, the problem is not ignorance, the problem is conditioning. From childhood, you are shaped by culture, by religion, by fear, by desire. You are told what is right, what is true, what is sacred, and slowly you begin to see the world through those filters. So when you search for truth, you are not really searching. You are comparing, you are selecting, you are choosing between ideas that were given to you. Krishnamurti said, as long as the mind is conditioned, it cannot be free, and if it is not free, it cannot see clearly. He rejected everything, Not because he wanted rebellion, but because he believed something very specific. Truth cannot be organized. You cannot build a structure around it. You cannot create a method for it. You cannot repeat your way into it. And this is where most people resist him, because this idea takes away something very important: comfort. It removes the idea that someone else knows. It removes the idea that there's a path already laid out. It removes the idea that if you just follow the steps, you will arrive. Instead, he leaves you with something far more difficult: responsibility. If no one can lead you, then you must look. If no system can guide you, then you must observe. If no teacher can give you truth, then you must see it for yourself. And that is not easy, because to observe yourself without distortion is one of the hardest things a human being can do. He spoke about something he called choiceless awareness. Not controlling your thoughts, not suppressing them, not judging them, but watching. Watching fear as it arises, watching desire as it forms, watching thought as it moves. Because he believed something radical: the observer is not separate from what is observed. In simple terms, you are not separate from your fear. You are not separate from your thoughts. You are that movement. And once you see that clearly, without distortion, without escape, something changes. Not because you forced it, not because you practiced it, but because you saw it. And for him, that seeing was the beginning of freedom. No rituals, no systems, no hierarchy, just awareness. And this is why his message is so unsettling, because it does not give you anything to hold on to. It removes everything. No belief, no identity, no spiritual status. Just you and your mind as it actually is. So the question becomes, if no one can teach you the truth, if no system can lead you there, if no belief can contain it, then what are you actually searching for? And more importantly, are you willing to see without needing to be told what to see? Because that is where everything begins or ends.